Imagine standing in front of a mirror staring into your own eyes. What do you see beyond the surface? Have you ever felt a disconnect between the person looking back at you and who you truly are inside? That gap. That's where the journey to find your inner self begins. Finding your inner self isn't some new age concept or a luxury for the spiritually inclined. It's a fundamental human need, as essential as air or water. Why? Because without knowing who we truly are, we navigate life like a ship without a compass, aimless, confused, and at the mercy of every passing storm. So, what exactly is this inner self we're talking about? Think of it as your personal North Star, the core essence of who you are beneath the layers of societal expectations, learned behaviors, and defense mechanisms. It's the you that exists when no one's watching, the source of your deepest desires, values, and potential. Now let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together. I promise you, it's the most important expedition you'll ever undertake. Step 1. Embrace silence. In our hyper-connected world, we've become allergic to silence, but it's in those quiet moments that our inner voice speaks loudest. Start with just 5 minutes a day of complete silence. No phone, no TV, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. At first, your mind might race, filled with to-do lists and worries. That's normal. Stick with it. Gradually increase the time. This practice of mindful silence is like clearing away the mental clutter, making space for your true self to emerge. Step 2. Question everything. We walk through life carrying a backpack full of beliefs, values, and goals. But how many of these are truly ours? It's time for a belief audit. Take out a journal and ask yourself, why do I believe what I believe? Where did these beliefs come from? Do these beliefs still serve me? What would I believe if I was born in a different time or culture? This isn't about judgment. It's about awareness. You might be surprised to find how many of your core beliefs were inherited rather than chosen. Step 3. Face your fears. Fear is the gatekeeper of our true selves. It keeps us in our comfort zone, away from growth and authenticity. Make a list of your fears, big and small. Now, here's the crucial part. Next to each fear, write what you would do if that fear didn't exist. This list is gold. It's a roadmap to your authentic self, hidden behind the wall of fear. Step 4. Explore your passions. When was the last time you lost track of time doing something you love? That state of flow is a direct line to your inner self. Make a list of activities that light you up inside. It could be anything: painting, coding, gardening, or even organizing your closet. Now commit to spending more time on these activities. They're not indulgences, they're pathways to your true self. Step 5. Write your life story, past and future. This is a powerful 2-part exercise. First, write your life story up to this point. Be honest about the highs and lows, the choices you've made, the turning points. Look for patterns and themes. Now for the exciting part. Write your future life story. Where do you want to be in 5, 10, 20 years? What impact do you want to have made? What experiences do you want to have had? This isn't about setting goals. It's about connecting with your deepest desires and values. Step 6. Practice radical honesty. We often hide parts of ourselves to fit in or avoid conflict. But this self-censorship disconnects us from our true selves. Start practicing radical honesty, first with yourself, then with others. This doesn't mean being unkind, but it does mean being authentic. Pay attention to those moments when you're tempted to say what you think others want to hear, rather than your truth. Step 7. Cultivate solitude. Solitude is different from loneliness. It's chosen isolation that allows for deep reflection and self-connection. Plan regular dates with yourself. Go for a solo hike, visit a museum alone, or take yourself out to dinner. Use this time to check in with yourself, free from external influences. Step 8. Explore your shadow self. Carl Jung talked about the shadow, the parts of ourselves we repress or deny. These often hold the key to our growth and wholeness. What traits do you most despise in others? Often, these are reflections of our own repressed qualities. Exploring your shadow isn't about indulging negative traits, but about acknowledging and integrating all parts of yourself. Step 9. Practice self-compassion. The journey to your inner self can be challenging. You might uncover parts of yourself you don't like or make choices that others don't understand. This is where self-compassion becomes crucial. Treat yourself with the same kindness you'd offer a good friend. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's authenticity. Step 10. Live your truth. Knowing yourself is only half the journey. The other half is living in alignment with that self-knowledge. This might mean making difficult choices, changing careers, ending relationships, or standing up for your beliefs. But with each authentic choice, you'll feel a growing sense of peace and purpose. Remember, finding your inner self isn't a destination. It's a lifelong journey. It's about peeling back layers, questioning assumptions, and gradually aligning your outer life with your inner truth. It's not always easy, but I promise you, it's always worth it. As you go through your day today, pay attention to those moments when you feel most alive, most authentic. Those are clues, breadcrumbs leading you back to yourself. Follow them. Your inner self has always been there, waiting patiently beneath the noise and distractions of daily life. It's time to listen. It's time to discover the profound power and peace that comes from being unapologetically, authentically you. This journey to your inner self, it's the greatest adventure you'll ever embark upon. And the best part? Everything you need, you already have within you. So take that first step. Your true self is waiting.